What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Toronto Maple Leafs franchise mode. I just wrapped up the last episode, and I figured I'd go ahead and get the offseason over with for you guys. We are number 10 in the draft, so that's not terrible. I think we actually moved back. So, retired players, probably Joffrey Loophole calling it quits. No, well, he's not going to get re-signed, so he should have quit. That's for sure. So, he will be a free agent this year for sure. Ribeiro, oh, Yager must have hung on. Same with Jumbo Joe, so that's nice to see that they're hanging around for one more season. So maybe Yager will be a free agent we could go after. That would be quite interesting. Now, obviously, we know the top picks, but I am going to show you guys the pending free agents. That way you guys know who we could potentially go after. As you can see right there, number 1, John Tavares. That would be huge. Oh, wow, David Pastrnak was not re-signed. We could get him, too. He's only 22 years of old, 87 overall. David Pastrnak next to Auston Matthews. Disgusting. Just disgusting. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I'm sure Boston's going to find a way to re-sign him. Sam Reinhart, I think he's an RFA anyways. Ryan Murray, I think he's an RFA as well. So let's do, is there any way I can do UFA? No, but John Carlson. Like, these are possibilities. 90% of these players won't make free agency, I guarantee you that. So let's just cross our fingers and hope some of them do. Like getting a David Pastrnak or a John Tavares could be exactly what this city needs. It's a giant spark. So here we are in the NHL entry draft. We're not going to trade up for a pick, but there are some trades I do want to make. Oh, LA's got the first overall pick. They moved up hardcore. Yeah, I'm not going to trade up for the first round pick, but there are some trades we are going to make. Well, we're going to attempt to make. The first trade was a trade LA gave us at the deadline, and it was giving us a second for Marleau and a 6. So let's see if they're willing to take that deal still. So Patrick Marleau, they still want him perfect. It's 83 overall and a 6th. So Patrick Marleau and a 6th for a second overall pick. Well, second rounder. So, oh, they traded away their second rounder, you bums. Actually, no, there it is. Okay. No, that's 2019. Oh, you guys are bums. You traded away your second rounder pick. Ugh, why? Stupid deadline deals. We'll take a 4th and a 5th. How about that? Well, that's definitely going to go through right there. I'm going to make it a second for next year. Like, that would definitely go through. That one there's closer. Let's take the 4th off. That would go through. Accepted. Boom. We got a second for next year, and we got rid of Patrick Marleau. Let me check that trade off. I wrote that down from last episode. Another trade was with New Jersey. I don't know if they make it because his deal is up. And it's they want Joffrey Loophole, and they would give us a 5th, strike, and a 6th. So we're going to see if they would still take that trade. I highly doubt it. But, hey, we're not going to re-sign Mr. Joffrey Loophole, so might as well attempt to get something for him, am I right? Joffrey Loophole for a 5th and strike. So they can actually change up his contract. So a 5th and a 6th. And strike, which I'm actually okay with just a 5th and a 6th. Let's see if that would go through. Rejected. Joffrey Loophole. Okay, unnecessary risk. What about just strike? Like, no, like a 7th. And you give us strike, whose contract's about to end anyways. If you still have him, there he is. His contract's about to end anyways. So, rejected. Oh, I didn't put straight on there. Oh, well, we'll just let Joffrey Loophole walk. It's too much of a difficult trade to make. Now, JVR, on the other hand. JVR does not want to re-sign here. I think we could send JVR to Boston. And then they would try to re-sign him instead of David. Actually, no. Where's New York? I want to send him to the Islanders. The Islanders are scared of losing John Tavares. They have to pick right after us. Imagine if they re-signed JVR instead of Tavares. Ooh, the controversy right there. That would be crazy. So we're going to attempt that trade. Where's James Van Riemsdyk? There he is. JVR for a 1st. That might actually go through. But we will take like a 2nd for him or something. Like we can't re-sign JVR. I want something because they're not going to be able to re-sign John Tavares. So I'm just trying to make this better for us. Oh, I thought that said Sebastian Aho, but that's the other Sebastian Aho. So, actually, I wouldn't mind acquiring him. Low top 6, though. But, yeah, gross. Let's see here. All right, guys. So it looks like the Islanders are rebuilding. Look at all those first round picks that they have. So what if we take like I would say their Calgary first because it's a low first for JVR straight up. Would they take that? No, it's because his contract's about to end. They don't want to take a player whose contract's about to end. So that's it for the trades. Let's sim to user pick. Hopefully, ooh, David Krejci. Okay, but I'm not digging that $7 million cap hit though, so I will decline that. Franz Nelson, no, I'm not gonna take that either. Louis Eriksson, definitely not. We're getting a lot of good players here for trade offers. So let's see. Joe Veleno went. What was that? 5th overall. Zadinel went 2nd, and Dolan went 1st. Okay, as predicted. So, wow, Dolan's a 78 overall. Jesus, he's going to grow extremely fast. Let's see who's available for us to take. I would love to take a center or a defenseman here, or a goalie. Goalie would be nice, too. A goalie, there's no really good goalies. He's a high starter. That's really not something I'm interested in. Merkley, Ryan Merkley, right? Yes, Ryan Merkley. Okay. This guy does get decent, but it takes him a while to grow. But we have all the time in the world. We have a young team. Let's take Ryan Merkley. What's his overall? 58. Oh, ouch. Top 6. That may hurt us. That might have been a bad pick. Let's sim to our next user pick and see who we get. We don't want Franz Nielsen. I'm sorry. We don't want Franz Nielsen, Detroit. Leave us alone. We don't want him, Detroit. We don't want David Krejci either. Although he'd be big for us this season, I would rather take my chances in getting a John Tavares. Ugh, I really hope he slips to free agency. That'd be huge. Oh, we have an elite defenseman still in the mix. High elite. I'm not quite sure if he's elite, though. Not quite sure. We scouted him 6 times. Creamer. What's his name? Damian Creamer. Any crazy potential guys elsewhere in here? Just him, and he's elite. There's an elite guy going in the 5th round that we want to look for as well. Let's take Damian Creamer. He's a medium top 4. That's really not bad at all. So I'll take that. Jordan Eberle for a 1st. Haha. Nope, because then you can re-sign John Tavares. Decline. Alexander Radulov. Holy. Let me take a look at this one. What's Radulov's overall? Jesus, I know he can score some points, but 6.2 for 5 years, and he's 31. Oh, God, he's down to 79. Why would I take that? No. Get that out of here, Dallas. That's a terrible trade. All right, our 3rd round pick. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see here. Noel. And we could take a goalie. We could definitely use a goalie, so I am going to take this Latinen guy. Latinen. Medium backup. Okay, that's not bad for the AHL squad. Maybe a future backup goalie for us. Nope, we're not taking Jordan Eberle. We don't want Franz Nielsen either. We want John Tavares, and we're going to go after him in the offseason for sure. So let's take a look in the 4th round here. What are we going to take here? Okay. Now, there was a guy who had elite potential. Is he still there? He is. Okay, Rhodes. He's another defenseman, though. I don't want to draft nothing but defenseman. Does he have high league interest? If so, I'll look at it. He has some league interest. We're going to take him around early because I want to see if he's actually elite. Low top 6. Wow, scouts. Get this right, man. I don't understand the scouting system. It says what they are, and then it's different. Like, you either know or you don't. Come on, guys. You got to do better than that. We will take... Let's take a forward here. Actually, let's take another goalie. Let's take this Takinen guy. Medium backup again. Could have been better. Not a A+ draft for us this season, but we're definitely stacking up on goalies for the future because we have like no goalies down and anywhere else besides that goalie I created for us. Sommers, AHL. See, I don't know because if it's high, like for some reason it changes. Let's see what we got here if we sort by potential. Any franchise guys? No. This guy. Let's see here. Let's go by unknown. See if anybody has any high league interest. Because if so, that could be huge. This guy does. He's a goalie coin. Maurice Coy. Let's try it and see if it works. Hey, that's actually not bad. For a guy who's supposed to be undrafted at AHL, a high AHL starter, that's basically a backup goalie right there. So that's the end of that draft. Not bad at all. We did move Patrick Marleau, so we do have $6 million of cap space available. That's what I want. So let's go re-sign some players. We already got Nylander under control. We got maybe JVR. I'm not quite sure on that. I know Kasperi Kapanen's going to want a deal as well. So let's see who we can re-sign. I have a feeling someone big has to be re-signed. I don't think till next year. Auston Matthews, we can officially offer him a contract extension, by the way. Contract extension, you can now offer... Oh, so we can actually... Okay, players who want contract extensions will show yes in the extension column, while players with no are not interested in extensions. Players who are not interested in extensions can be persuaded if the price is right for them. Okay. So, Auston Matthews, we can't give him an extension yet. What about JVR? He does not want a contract extension. If we were to offer him a contract, he wants $5 million for 2 years. For an 84 overall player, that's the thing. Given we just gave Nylander so much money, 5.6 for the next 6 years, but Nylander has so much time to grow. That's why I gave him that deal. Kasperi Kapanen, we will offer him a contract. That's a second liner for us next year. How good does he get? Looks like he doesn't get that good, so that could be an issue for us. What about 1.6 for 2 seasons? He's a fourth liner now. I do plan on playing him on the second line. He is a sniper, right? Is he a sniper or a playmaker? He is a sniper, so his offensive category is not bad at all. He needs to work on his accuracy, but he has the power down. His skating is extremely good. So maybe he can be that second line guy we need. Kirby Reichel for sure. We're going to be signing him. He's a third liner now. Well, he's a fourth liner. He's almost an 80 overall. Does he get really good? I mean, it doesn't look like he bounces up too much. So what if I'll give you 1.25 for 1 year. Or 1.2 for... No, we'll do 1.25 because I don't want to short him out of any money. But Joffrey Lupul, what do you want? Like $6 million? Yeah, no. But Joffrey Lupul, we're not going to re-sign you, bud. We are going to let the kids play. So let me go to all expiring to make this easier. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Frederick Gutierrez. We'll come back to him. Nikita Soshnikov. Does he want a two-way deal? He does not. We will tender Nikita Soshnikov. Colin Greenan. Does he want a two? No, he does not. Ooh, okay. This is where it gets interesting. Because Colin Greenan is better than Dominic Moore. But how is he in the, 60... we need centers. Let me see. Martin Marincin, first things first, you're released. For sure. Martin Marincin's gone. He's not coming back. Oh, let me take a look at those prospects. What is that Dolan guy? Or not Dolan, Merkley. His overalls is 58, 17. Yeah, everybody's going to have to sit for about a season. Nobody's going to be able to play this season at all. Goalies, yeah, no, nobody's playing this season. Everybody is sitting. Scott's. Ian Scott, yep. Okay, so we could actually get him to play in the AHL. We'll come back to it. Because there could be some elite goalies bench or that did not get drafted. So let's go back to all expiring. Frederick Gutierrez is a fourth line winger now. A fourth line center. But he's not good in the faceoffs at all. We do need a fourth line center in free agency. Colin Greenan, I don't want to keep Colin Greenan. We don't really need his services here anymore. And even so, we want $1 million. So we are going to release Colin Greenan, unfortunately. Josh Levo, on the other hand, he'd love to play for us for the first. He's been benched all year. 25. I mean, we could definitely play somebody else there where he wants to play. I mean, he's that fourth line guy. He's a two-way forward. He'll kill the penalties. He can still score some goals. You know what? If he takes 1.3 for 1 year, I'll make it happen. Dominic Moore, unfortunately, although you want 1.4. Your face-offs are 85. That's that face-off guy we need on the fourth line. So I will re-sign Dominic Moore for sure. Not for what he wants, though. I'll give him 1.375 for 1 year. If he takes that, he can make the team. Eric Fair, you want a two-way deal? No. Okay, then Eric Fair will not make this team. Ben Smith, would you like a two-way deal? No. Ben Smith will not make this team. So I will release you. Connor Carrick. Whoa, Connor Carrick. Dude, you are pissed off at something. Oh, my goodness. We have to sign Connor Carrick to some good money now before we ruin him. He wants 1 point. I'll give him exactly what he wants because I don't want to ruin him at all. Connor Carrick, there you go. So maybe that morale change will help get him up to his original overall. Renat Valiev. He might actually have to play in the NHL if Connor Carrick can't. Does he want another two-way deal? He does for 2 more seasons. I will accept that offer all day, every day. Mueller, you want another two-way deal? I feel like I can sign someone younger and better than you, bud, so I will release you, unfortunately. Frederick Gauthier, I'll give you $1 million for 1 year. We'll probably play you in the AHL, but you'll be the leading goal scorer down there. You'll be okay with it, trust me. Trust me, you'll be fine with it. Lindbergh, Tobias Lindbergh. We're just tender. I'll qualify the rest of these RFAs. I mean, Hall. Yeah, qualify. Like, might as well qualify all these RFAs. Let me check to see if there's any more UFAs we have to worry about. 21. No. Middleton. No, I just released all these guys. They're not going to make the team, unfortunately. There's no point in having them if they don't make the team in the AHL. They could give a year, but we'd have to sign them. Let's sign in dead weight. James Van Riemsdyk, as of right now, is the only guy we have to re-sign. I mean, I don't know, guys. I might let him walk because we're going to have to pay him a lot. Adam Brooks, you're going to want a two-way deal for 2 years. There you go. Walker, we will give you your two-way deal as well. Westland will also get your two-way deal as well. Okay. So that's all the RFAs. So let me advance the day. See, make sure we got everybody. I will check goalies because I'm pretty sure Curtis McElhinney is up. We may have to re-sign Curtis McElhinney. Hopefully there's a good backup goalie in free agency. Let's see what the contracts are looking like. Dominic Moore said yes. Yes, 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 yes. Did anybody reject? Nobody rejected. That is awesome. Now JVR is left. That's the problem. That's a big piece to let walk for nothing. I'm letting you know that now. I don't want to let him walk for nothing, but we might have to. Because, as I said, we'd be paying him a lot of money. He's only 84. He's not going to get any better. He doesn't want to be here anymore. So I don't want to keep dead weight on the team. Goalies. Wall. Oh, the guy I created that you guys told me was in the AHL was a really good prospect. He's a medium starter, 19, already up to 71. Yeah, he's getting the starts in the AHL for sure. Sign your name there, bud. You made the AHL team for sure. Like, we got 1 more year of Curtis McElhinney. Kusasalo. Is it Casasalo? It might be Kazmir Casasalo. So, okay. We will tender him for sure. Qualify, I'm sorry. The rest will remain fine. JVR, I'm going to offer you a deal for what you want. Actually, I can't give you what you want. I will give, like, we could, but, like, Matthews is coming up. 5.8 for 2 years, bud. That's all I can do. Like, 5.8 for 2 years. If he does not accept that, we're going to have to let him walk. Because I have to re-sign Matthews and Marner this next 2 seasons. So, that's what's important. And Wall said yes. JVR said no. He wants to test the free agent market. Feel free to do so. If we can't find anybody else, we will definitely get him. Hainsey has to go, though. Ron Hainsey has to go. I don't care what we tell you. Common. His morale has dropped. Yeah, we have to trade Ron Hainsey. We could buy him out. I don't want to do that, though. We will trade Ron Hainsey. So let's go ahead. Actually, we could just send him to AHL. Might just do that. Let's send the free agency. And take a look. Hopefully, John Tavares is there. Justin Holt and Tobias Lindbergh. And Kazmir Casasalo did resign. So, JVR didn't resign. So, free agency, guys. Let's see what the big fish is. And is he there? No, John Tavares resigned some way, somehow. Okay, so John Tavares is out of the question to acquire. JVR. We might have to call up JVR and say, hey, man, we apologize for not giving you what you want, and now you have to come back to Toronto. There's really nobody here I'm interested in. I was hoping that John Tavares would be there, but he's not. Let's see who's there for. Anybody missed out in the draft? No, it's only year 2 when they start getting those miss out guys in the draft. Oh God, 45 overall, terrible. Let's check out the goalies. There is a good backup, Grubauer, Philip Grubauer. He does grow. I do want to go after Philip Grubauer. That'd be perfect for a replacement for Curtis McElhinney. I will pay him $2 million for 2 seasons. Curtis McElhinney would say goodbye. We have Philip Grubauer, who's a solid backup goalie. That would be huge for sure. Now, okay, let's take a look at what we got here in free agency. Evander Kane. He's not going to grow anymore, really, because he's 26. He's not going to grow after he hits his peak. He's at his peak now. I'm not seeing anybody age-wise I want to go after. Gravel, we could use another defenseman, though, for sure. What am I saying? No, we don't. We're good on defenseman now. I always forget we got Nicholas Jarmerson. Okay. So we need a left winger for sure. First line left winger. Maroon. Patrick Maroon. I'm sure he scored like 30 goals last year next to McDavid. 21. I'm not seeing anybody here that's grabbing my attention. Like, Joe Thornton. How many points did he score last year? 59 points. Only 15 goals, though. We need a goal scorer. How many goals did Evander Kane have? 20. See, for the money we'd get Evander Kane, I'd rather just go an extra $2 million and get JVR, who scored 30 goals last year. Almost 30 goals. It's like, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do here. This is the part where I'm going to allow you guys to factor in. But we are going to make some trades first. Let's look around and see what some teams are willing to give away. Alright guys, I did find a player who's unhappy with the team he's on, but obviously we can't go after Evgeny Kuznetsov. His trade value is way too high. He's down to 83. He is pissed that he's not playing on the first line in Washington. They would never want to give up Evgeny Kuznetsov. And even if they do give him up, taking on that $7.8 million cap hit for 7 years would probably keep us from re-signing one of Marner, Matthews, Nylander. We already got Nylander, so Marner and Matthews both need to be re-signed. That cap hit alone would keep us from re-signing any of them. I mean, that is a huge cap hit by itself. I mean, we'd have to give up one of them in order to make that trade go through. So that's kind of risky, and that's not a player we're definitely going to go after anytime soon. But guys, I did find another player that's unhappy, and it's Mr. Jeff Skinner. That's right, Jeff Skinner. He's down to 83. He's not happy to be on Carolina right now. Last season, he scored 29 goals. Man, if we could have used that, that could be the replacement for JVR right there is Jeff Skinner. So we're going to definitely try to make an offer for Carolina to get Jeff Skinner. Now, in order to make that offer go through, we're definitely going to have to give up a first or a second for sure. I don't want to do that right away. So we're going to, look, they do want some goalies, but we're not giving away any of our goalies. They do want Damian Creamer. We just drafted him. I want to try to keep him, but he's a 52 overall. We don't really need another a prospect defenseman. He's only a top 4. We have Timothy Liljegren coming up soon. Same with, we have so many other young defensemen coming up. Look at our prospect pool for our defensive core. I mean, we already have the young Morgan Riley. We have Timothy Liljegren coming up. Jake Gardner's going to be here for a while. We got Nikita Zaitsev, Trevor Dermott. Travis Dermott, I'm sorry. Connor Carrick could still bounce back up. We still have Ryan Merkley, who could come up one day. If we want to wait on somebody, we might as well just wait on him. We have Nielsen. We have Renette Valiev. We have so many young defensemen that could come up and play if we have to. Maybe getting rid of this Damian Creamer guy. I love his name. It's a sick name, but he's a defensive defenseman, so it's really going to take him a while to grow to his actual potential. It was a second-round pick, so that right there could come extremely close to going through. So, if we could get Jeff Skinner, that would be huge for that first line. We're going to attempt to do so. So, let's see who else we could throw in. I do want them to take a little bit of cap back from somebody here. Any players? How about Ron Hainsey? We'll give them Ron Hainsey back. So, I don't know if this would go through. Ron Hainsey for Jeff Skinner and Damian Creamer and Ron Hainsey for Jeff Skinner. Would that trade go through? Rejected. Okay, so we're going to have to give them something else. What about a second? I really want Jeff Skinner. I mean, his morale is declining. Come on, Carolina. You can't waste Jeff Skinner on that third line. I know that's what you're doing. I said no to that. What about a second? I can't go any higher than a second. Accepted. We have Jeff Skinner. And I dropped my controller. What a trade. So, guys, Jeff Skinner already jumped up 1 overall. So, once he starts playing, can you imagine how high his overall could go up to? He could be as high as 86. Him, Matthews, and Nylander on that first line, disgusting. So, it's a good thing we acquired Jeff. Alright, guys, here we are in the free agent sign-in screen now. We do need a left wing for the second line now that Mr. Patrick Marleau is gone. Now, I took a look at Evander Kane, and our cap space may be an issue to sign someone like Evander Kane, especially if he's not only scoring 20 goals. Like, that's really good. Don't get me wrong. 20 goal scorers are extremely good. The only problem is if Evander Kane only scores 20 goals and we're paying him like $5 million, because that's how much we have to offer him. Matthews and Marner, man. Matthews and Marner. That's what this team is going to revolve around. I mean, let's take a look at next season. The next season cap hit. Like, how much cap do we actually have available for next season? Remember, we did offer Philip Grubauer a contract as well, so we have to think of that too. We have to think of that factor as well. So now that Ron Haynes is gone, that is another $3 million of salary cap free. So like this year, our cap hit is $22 million. Next season, $47 million. But wait, Matthews is up, Jarmerson is up, Jake Garner is up. Like, I could just sort it right here. Garner, Skinner, Dominic Mueller, Matthews, Marner, Reichel, Gutier. Like, so many contracts are up next season that if we lock up somebody now, we could be screwed. That's why I'm worried about, like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to have enough money to re-sign Nicholas Jarmerson. Jarmerson may be gone next season. We could keep Jake Garner, though, and Jeff Skinner. But we have to remember we don't want to pay too much, because what if we can't afford to re-sign Matthews and Marner, and then we have to make some trades and ruin what our team looks like. Like, Jeff Skinner could still get really good. He could still grow 1 more overall. I'm actually going to meet with him now. Let's see here. We are motivated. You can bring a lot to the table. It goes down. Okay, that was a bad decision. Maybe I should have yelled at his face and slapped him a few times. Maybe kicked him in the balls. I mean, maybe his overall would have got higher. But anyways, that's one of the things you have to take. That's one of the problems you have to deal with on this game, is that some players just like to be slapped in the face and told, hey, you're ugly. But anyways, I am going to offer Evander Kane a deal. I do have a limit of what I can offer Evander Kane. So I am going to offer him a deal and JVR a deal. I can only give JVR a 2-year deal. I could give Jumbo Joe a deal, but he's 38 years old. I don't want 38-year-old with our 21-year-old kids. Come on. Like, yes, he's that bona fide second-line center who win faceoffs. We were talking about Yager's speed not being enough for the team. Jumbo Joe is slower than Yager almost. I would say they're about the same speed, to tell you the truth. Maybe Jumbo Joe can take longer strides than Yager. But Jumbo Joe doesn't really produce as much as you would think. 59 points in 82 games. Think of his line mix. Pavelski, Couture. That's probably the line he was on. 2 bona fide NHL players. We still have players that need to reach their peak yet. So I don't think that would be the best sign-in for us. We could get a David Perron. Like, he wouldn't be bad. I mean, how many points? 48 points in 82 games. 18 goals. More than Marleau. But, again, is he the guy we want on the team? No. I'm going to offer Evander Kane a deal. I'll give him $5.2 million. Can't go any more than that for 3 years. You know, we'd go 5.3, but that's it. That's all I can offer him, 5.3. Now, something very interesting is Carolina is in on this deal. They want Evander Kane. We just took Jeff Skinner from them. So Evander Kane may go to Carolina because he may be Jeff Skinner's replacement. I don't know about you, but I'll take Evander Kane and Jeff Skinner over no Jeff Skinner any day. But I'll take Jeff Skinner over Evander Kane any day as well. So 5.3 for 3 years. If that goes through, great. Actually, how about 2 years? We'll give you 5.325 for 2 years. 3 years is a little, hurts me a little bit. But 2 years, I like that. 2-year deal for Evander Kane. Now, JVR, I will offer you 6.3, 6.4 for 2 years, just in case we don't get Evander Kane. If we get both of them, we're making some huge blockbuster trades right now. But let's see if he would sign here for 6.4 for 2 years. If he does sign here, then that's huge. Now, third line, we do need somebody a little more talented for the third line. Michael Grabner, we can bring him back. I don't really want to do that. I mean, I'm sure you can score some goals. 14 goals last season, 35 points. Okay, let me take a look at our team and see if we actually need another third liner. Alright guys, breaking news from NSN, that's right, the Not Too Bad Sports Network. And the news is they have 3 new signings on the team. Evander Kane, James Van Riemsdyk, and Philip Grubauer all accepted offers from the team. But now Toronto is in a cap hit frenzy. Would they keep all 3 of those players, or is somebody being traded? That's right guys. All 3 of the contracts that we offered to players, all 3 of them were accepted. Now, this is what I was worried about. We are in deep water now. Given we still have cap space to probably re-sign Matthews and Marner, now we don't have room to play everybody. We could definitely trade somebody away. We're going to sim to the season and take a look at the overalls, though. And then I'm going to let you guys call who we keep, who we trade, what we do from there. Let's go ahead and sim to the season, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, here we are in the regular season. And, well, at the beginning of the regular season. Well, beginning of preseason, actually. Let's take a look at the team, and I know we're going to have to make some trades. Matthews and Nylander and Marner have all grown in overall. So has Jeff Skinner. Oh, man. This is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. We have too many players. Zach Hyman is up to an 80 overall, and we're actually going to play him on the center this season. So he will be our third-line center for sure. Evander Kane will be pissed if we play him on the third line. Maybe we keep JVR and trade away Evander Kane. But Jeff Skinner, in my opinion, should play on the first line. He scores more goals than Nylander and Marner, and we do have to spread the offense out a little bit. Like, this is crazy. Okay. This is where the video will be ended, because we are in I would say a load of crap here. And Connor Carrick's only a 74. He's still not growing back to his original overall. That's not good at all. Goalies, Philip Grubauer, 82 overall backup goalie. Nice. AHL, how's everybody looking down there? How's what's his face looking? 73 overall. Yeah, he's definitely going to play down there for sure. Frederick Gutierrez is almost at 80 overall, and he's in the AHL. See, this is the problem. Oh, why did I sign those players, man? Now we're in trouble. Like, look at our defense, too. We could actually call one of these guys up instead of Connor Carrick. But now we're in trouble. This is the problem I was talking about. And, like, even scratch. Kasperi Kapanen's at 82 overall. We could have just played him on the second line. Okay. Soshnikov and Connor Brown. We still have to find a place for Connor Brown to play. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is what I was worried about, guys. Here's the options I am giving you guys this time. Because we're not trading away Marner or Matthews. They are going to stay. These 3 will stay in Toronto probably their whole careers here. As long as I'm the general manager of this team. Do we trade away JVR? Do we trade away Evander Kane? I want to keep Jeff Skinner, but do you guys think we should trade him away? Like, what do we do here? I'm confused. Like, I did not expect to get all these good players. And Josh Levo's at 78. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you said we needed a third skilled line. This is a skilled third line right here. Like, look at this. Like, Kirby Reichel, Zach Hyman, Evander Kane. Evander Kane cannot play third line minutes. We have to trade either him or JVR. I would rather keep JVR over Evander Kane. Just personal preference. But JVR is making a lot more money than Evander Kane. 6.2 for 2 years. But if we can hang on to that cap, we still have to re-sign Jeff Skinner. 5.7 for 1 year. So we're definitely going to have to give him like at least a $6 million contract for sure. Or maybe less. Maybe he doesn't want that much. But we have to re-sign Matthews and Marner. So this is going to be a big year for re-signing players for sure. So this is the part where you guys comment who should be traded, who should we keep, and captains. We're going to keep Auston Matthews as the captain. JVR still has the A, and Morgan Riley still has the A. I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to keep it just like that. JVR's back. Give him the the alternate captain. And boom. Just like that, everything's good. So, this is the part where you guys come in and tell me, okay, work up a good trade, guys. Do we trade for a prospect, a draft pick, what? What do we get? Because we have players that should be playing in places that they're not even in the NHL. So, yeah. I'll leave it to you guys. Alright, guys, be sure to press that like button if you did enjoy. Be sure to comment your ideas. Remember, if your comment does contribute to the video, then you will be added to the Comment Hall of Fame. And a new stipulation, if we win the cup the year your name is inserted in the Comment Hall of Fame, your name goes on the Stanley Cup. That's right. Your name will go on the Stanley Cup. Isn't that sick? So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you are new here. These videos will be coming at you guys like I'm throwing stuff at you. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.